Okay, so we're going to continue today working on arithmetic sequences. And let's go ahead and take a look at our next slide and let's figure out what needs to go in our table. So it's giving us these patterns of dots and it's giving us a graph. And they want to know how many dots I'll have after 15 rows once our slope and our b in our equation. So let's count. Well, at point 1, I have 2 dots. And at point 2, I have 4 dots. And at point 3, 2, 4, 6 dots. Well, what's happening? I'm going up by 2. So the next one should be 8 and the next one should be 10. So I see my pattern is plus 2. And let's go ahead and graph these. So 1, 2, and 2, 4, and 3, 6, 4, 8, 5, 10, and this is making a line. Okay, this is making a line. All right, so I know that my common difference is a plus 2, which means my m is plus 2, which is good. And if I have to go back to n equals 0, and I know that this direction is plus 2, this direction is minus 2, that means these two dots are going to go away. I don't have any points at all. I'm starting at 0, 0, so my b is 0. So my equation would be y equals 2x plus 0, or y equals 2x. So then how many dots do I have after 15 rows? Well, what's 15 times 2? It's 30. So on row 15, I would have 30 dots. I would have 30 dots. All right, let's see if we can find our next 3 terms given the common differences, determine whether or not something is arithmetic or not, just given some basic information. So telling us our first term is 3, and our common difference is 12. So what they're saying is we're adding 12 each time. So 3 plus 12 is 15, and 15 plus 12 is 27, and 27 plus 12 would bring me to 39. So there are my next three terms. Now this one, we've got a 5, and we're actually adding 1.3. So 5 plus 1.3 is 6.3, plus 1.3 again is 7.6, plus 1.3 again is 8.9. All right, common difference, which means we're looking for a pattern. So how do I go from 4 to 8, 8 to 12, 12 to 16? Well, that's plus 4, and plus 4. So the common difference there is plus 4. Well, what about here? 200 to 500. Well, that's 300. 500 to 800, that is also 300. And 800 to 1100, that's also 300. So that is a common difference of positive 300. All right, so we're supposed to write the next 3 terms of the arithmetic sequence of this one. So we're going from 1 to 10 to 19 to 28 and determine whether or not the next sequence is arithmetic or not. So take a look at these two, hit pause, see if you can come up with the next 3 numbers, and determine the common difference on the next one. Okay, let's see how you did. So 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 9 is 19, plus 9 is 28. So I'm going up by 9s. So plus 9 would be 37, plus 9 again would be 46, and plus 9 again would be 55. So there are my next 3 terms. Now what about this next one? Is this arithmetic? So this one, that's a plus 3, and a plus 6, and then a plus 12, or a times 2 times 2 times 2. So is this arithmetic? No, it is not arithmetic. Okay, because it is not linear. It's not linear, so it is not going to make a line. So if there's no line, then there's no common difference. All right, so let's take a look at this word problem and see if we can figure out what's going on with it. So an amusement park charges $45 per person for admission, and a season pass costs $112 a person. Okay, so we're going to write down a table that deals with charging $45 per person for admission. So starting with one person, that's $45, and two people would be $90, and three people would be $135. Okay, so right there I've got the start of my sequence there. So my pattern here is I'm going up by 45s each time. So my slope is 45 over 1. Well, let's go backwards and figure out our zero term. Well, if no one goes to the park, is it going to cost me anything? No, which makes sense because if this direction is plus 45, then that direction is minus 45, and my b is 0. So my equation is y equals 45x plus 0, or just 45. Okay, so let's just look at our data that we have here. How many times does a person have to visit the park before the season pass becomes the better deal? So the season pass costs $112 per person. Okay. So if I look up here, first time, second time, third time, where is 112? Well, it's between 2 and 3 times. So if I am going to go to the park 3 times or more, wouldn't it be cheaper to buy the season pass? Absolutely. Absolutely. So 3 times or more would be the best answer there. All right. Keep working on the arithmetic sequences today. Reach out to us if you're having any trouble. You were wrapping this chapter up, so you're going to be set for a quiz here in the next day or so.